Hi, my name is Mary Cavanagh. I am currently the state representative for House District 10, which includes all of Redford Township and a portion of Northwest Detroit. I am running for state senate in the newly formed 6th Senate District, which includes Redford Township, Northwest Detroit, Livonia, and Farmington Hills. I have seen the monumental advances that we've made in the last 2 years, from infrastructural improvements, investments in our education, as well as making sure healthcare is affordable and we have safe drinking water. So those are the very reasons that I can see that we are advancing in the legislature, that we need to continue this momentum. We need people that are active, that are working together, and also working across bipartisanship. Because with majority not guaranteed in either chamber, we need people that have developed relationships, are on the front lines today, and continuing to try to make Michigan a better place. So I currently sit on tax policy and local government. So when I talk about reversing the retirement tax as well as earned income tax, I'm currently on the front lines making sure that those promises are attainable in the next legislative session. As we see, the Republicans are carrying the majority, but that is not a reason why you cannot be an effective member of the legislature. So in my first year, I was able to pass one of the biggest member appropriations of $1.5 million to bring it back to my community, as well as passing a bipartisanship package that helps local governments as well as our Michigan manufacturers, making Michigan a little bit more viable to make sure that we bring in new investments, new businesses, and new workers. And so I really want to continue this work in the state Senate. I have worked previously to the legislature in Detroit Public Schools as an AmeriCorps member, trying to bridge and abolish the pipeline to school to prison pipeline. We were able to increase that graduation rate by about 30% that year. It wasn't my doing, it was the doing of working together with students, staff, as well as parents. And so I saw firsthand the disinvestment that we were showing at-risk students. Literacy rates were plummeting, and we really need to continue the historical funding we've been seeing in the last 2 years in the legislature. Not only per pupil funding, but when we talk about special needs students, at-risk communities, we need to be investing more because not every child learns the same. So along with all of the priorities that I've been carrying in the State House, I want to carry it over to the State Senate. So when we talk about schools, education, prioritization, but our healthcare, we need clean drinking water. We need to be able to have reproductive freedom, as well as affordable drugs, and also retirement tax. That puts money in our seniors' pocket, as well as making sure that there's affordable living throughout our communities. And lastly, I would really like to champion our infrastructure. We saw monumental improvements and bills starting to make sure that we can invest in our infrastructure, but these are just capital improvements. We are not going to have this surplus of money or this influx of money at the legislature and the community level for very long. We can see maybe one more budget, making sure that we provide the right funding for certain things, but these talking about capital improvements. As we've seen our roads improving, we need to make sure that the next 50 years that we can actually have that affordable. When we talk about EV vehicles, we need to talk the infrastructure that relates around it, from our grids, from making sure that people can afford electricity, as well as DTE being accountable. And so this all is interconnected, and so I want to continue to work across the aisle in the state Senate and make sure that I am on the front lines to making sure these promises are created. So my name is Mary Cavanagh. I am running for state Senate in the 6th Senate District, which includes Redford Township, Livonia, Farmington Hills, as well as Northwest Detroit.